It is actually amazing how bad Microsoft has mishandled Halo. I declared the franchise dead when Halo Campaign Evolved was announced, and there were rumors that they were also going to remake Halo 2 and 3, because that's just creatively bankrupt at that point. But I kind of wanted to be a little fair to it and get my own hands on it, which is one of the reasons why I picked up Halo Campaign Evolved, to form my own opinion on it. And this, actually playing it, mixed with the news that just came out, just lets me believe stronger than ever that Halo is, it's not just dead, it's dead, and it has no future. Again, what was even the point of this game? Why does this product exist? Halo is already a great game, and this was a one-to-one remake, just built in Unreal Engine. It was clear as day that 343, they changed their name to Halo Studios and announced that they were going to work on a remake of Halo 1 as their next project, so that way the future of Halo can be in Unreal Engine 5. That way they can hire more developers, have more streamlined processes, not have all those issues they had with the engine that was used, the Slipspace engine that was used for Halo Infinite. And so we get it. Instead of working on a new engine and a brand new game at the same time, they decided to remake Halo 1 as a way to kind of springboard the development. They were making all these assets and learning these new tool sets as a development team, while still being able to make a product to help fund future development. And yeah, that makes sense on paper, right? But as gamers, as consumers, your development problems and your issues and the way you want to do things, that really doesn't justify this product from existing. This is essentially a one-to-one remake of Halo Campaign Evolved. It's not like a reimagining remake like Resident Evil 2 remake or Final Fantasy 7 remake. This is way more in line with a Halo 1 one-to-one remake. And don't let the shiny new coat of paint fool you. Games are more than just cutscenes and graphics. There's bones to games, right? There's physics, there's level designs, enemy encounter designs, and this is, all in all, a worse version of Halo. And as I'm playing it, as I finally, 6 levels into the game, settled on a control scheme that I can just finally no longer tweak my settings. It's still not great controls, but I finally settled more than halfway through the game. I can now see more of the game for what it is, and it's just a shell of itself. I do not feel like I'm playing. This is an advertisement to me to play the original Halo. And I know I'm not alone in feeling this, that there's something with this game just feels off and broken. It looks like Halo, but it doesn't feel like Halo. And these new reports really shine light on just why me and many others would feel that way. And it starts to make a lot more sense right here. So, a new report suggests that Halo Campaign Evolved has had fairly troubled development. That caused the multiplayer project to be canceled. So, this was not always meant to be Halo Campaign Evolved. However, they decided to market and sell this to you. They were going to have multiplayer in this game, but the development was so fairly troubled that they canned it. So, here's the report. I'm skipping down a little bit to this part that I really want to highlight. It was believed that the pivot to Unreal Engine 5 would have had made things easier, but that wasn't the case. The team was led to believe by leadership that they could port assets into Unreal. Instead, 100% of those assets had to reportedly be rebuilt in the engine, which the team did not account for. Rebs Gaming went on to allege that overall mismanagement created multiple obstacles for the team and even led to the cancellation of a multiplayer Halo project, as the Campaign Evolved team needed its staff and resources. In the final year of the game's development, the team had a crunch in order to get it out on time. Additionally, the game was planned to utilize real-time cutscenes, which would have allowed players to see their custom armor and weapons. This unfortunately had to be scrapped as the external team working on the game's cinematic struggled, and it barely made it into the release. You know, those stuttering cutscenes in this next-generation video game. Ultimately, Halo Campaign Evolved is being received fairly well. No, it's not. But it has also left some fans feeling there's more to be desired with its various issues. It's unclear how this game is selling yet. Yes, it is not good. But we'll likely know within the next few weeks as some sales data comes out. The team did tease a Halo 2 remake at the end of this one, so perhaps there's more to come. We can only hope it's not as messy as this game's development, though. So, Halo 2 Remake, again, is the sign of where this is going next. And again, creatively bankrupt, and it's like the series is not moving forward. But not just that, there have been Halo 2 is hit with the round of layoffs after Campaign Evolved launch. Now, this was community noted later on, so I do want to note that that these people that were laid off were contractors, okay? And so, some people are, saying, oh, these are not full-time employees being laid off. These are just contractors, Um, I have the article here. I don't even think we need to go over that in a second because I want to focus on that. So, community noted, not real layoffs. They were contractors. But what's significant about this? They changed their name to Halo Studios, right? Because they were going to do a fresh start. They're going to go Unreal Engine 5, and they're making this game as a learning experience, to build into the future of Halo. They're going to build the assets and really learn about Halo. Even though this is 343, they've had Halo for so many years, starting all the way with like Halo Anniversary Edition on Xbox 360. Halo 4, 5, Master Chief Collection, Infinite. They've been working on Halo for so long, but no, they're doing a fresh start. They're doing such a fresh start. Why are you contracting people out to work on this? What is the point of renaming your name to Halo Studios and work on a project like this? A project that feels like a college semester, like end of semester project that was just worked by, like, it feels like every programmer on this game was hired because, and their portfolio they showed were just mods that they worked on in other games. Like every program in this game is actually just a modder. Maybe that's why the modifier skulls is such a big deal, but it's like everything just feels shoestring together in this game. Like the stuff under the hood, right? You can think the game looks pretty. That's fine. But the core thing, the changes of this game just really show that the team behind this didn't understand what made Halo Halo. And after all that, you're going to contract out work. So now a huge chunk of whatever those contractors did, which it sounds like even some of the cutscenes too, that's going to have to be redone from scratch for the next game. So all the time saving you made making this game, it's still probably going to be another 6 years before the next big project, Halo 2 Remake, comes out. But this game had trouble development and it barely made it to market, right? And that's really what this game ended up being, is just a marketing tool. Here's Halo Campaign Evolved, subscribe to Game Pass, buy the game. There's a huge issue with the all-digital future, right? Because console exclusives are back. The next Xbox Helix comes out. The next big Halo game after 6 years, Halo 2 Remake. Market it, hype it up, and then it's going to be unfinished and broken and you can't return it, you can't resell. Like, all they have to do is make something to market to you. And that's the thing. That's like people who think this game is peak are just so wrong. Because a video game to me it's the programming, it's the bones, it's not just the graphics, it's not just the cutscenes, right? A game has rules and a win condition. And with a first-person shooter like Halo, you have the physics and the movement and the weapons, you have the level design, and you have your enemy waves and your encounters. And they changed all the rules of this game. Like Sprint, for example. We all knew Sprint was going to just break the game. Multiple times throughout my playthrough so far, like at the end of the Silent Cartographer and the Assault on the Control Room, both of those levels, there's some weird difficulty spikes at the end. I'm playing on heroic mode, and I've seen a lot of people talk about like the weird fluctuation of difficulty throughout the game. I just decided to sprint through it. Like at the end of Assault and Control Room, I was just juking all the elites out of their shoes. Like there's no way I should have been able to do that. And right now I'm towards the end of 2 Betrayals, and I'm on the bridges, and like even the changes to the assault rifle and being able to zoom in, I'm like sniping grunts and jackals across the bridge, even elites getting headshots. And it's just like, I should not be able to do that with the assault rifle. Like, those are the rules of the game that are changed. And they changed enough rules of this game where it's just no longer Halo 1. On top of that, enemy AI is broken. The cutscenes are broken. It's just all around a worse version of Halo. And in an all digital future, and the fact that it seems like that with this troubled development, contracting out the works, and not retaining that knowledge of working on this project, that Halo 2 is not actually going to be a step up with this game. They're probably just going to repeat the cycle at the same time. It's either Halo 2 or a Halo 7. And now I haven't played the bonus missions yet, but I have not heard anyone say anything other than the bonus missions of this game are the worst missions in the entire game. And I'm looking forward to playing it just to make my own opinion on that. But what really, like, I know there's a lot of culture war stuff with this game. That stuff doesn't, like, I'm not too focused on that because I'm looking at the bones of the game. What really sticks out to me is that those levels I hear just have horrible combat encounters. I'm expecting big open spaces and just like no flow or anything with the combat encounters, and very uninteresting. And so with those bonus levels, if they end up being as bad as people say, if they do make a Halo 7, that's just a good like window into what a full game of those bonus missions would look like. Halo 2 remake seems like it's gonna be a more broken version of Halo 2, so just creatively bankrupt in general, having to wait all these years for that. And then in the all digital future, when you can't buy a physical copy and return it, all they have to do is sell it to you with a shiny coat of paint, right? They don't have to make a fun game with like fun, good bones of a game that work well and then dress it up in good graphics and sell it to you. They're just going to make the good graphics and sell it to you first. So then when you buy it and can't return it, it doesn't matter if those bones are good or not. No one cares. People are going to go online and defend the game. There's a lot of people out there who are just defending this release, saying it's peak and saying that they're a real Halo fan. They've been Halo fans from the beginning. I don't know what level of Halo fan you are or what you like about the game, if it's just the story or if you actually like the video game. You could be a hardcore Halo fan and like not understand video games that well, but this is just a worse version of Halo 1. And this product in general makes no sense. Again, the only way this made sense was if this was just your student like test project to help like kickstart the studio into the future of Halo, but they're not retaining any of that knowledge. The game is broken. It doesn't seem like they got anything value out of it. And going into a Halo 2 or Halo 7, it's just not going to be good. And in fact, I would expect it to be worse than this, because what is the incentive financially to do better than this, right? They're just going to release a more broken version of it, because the only people who are going to show up are these hardcore Halo fans that are defending it, and like they're gonna buy it no matter what, and they're probably not gonna be able to grow out of that. So just make whatever, throw it on Game Pass. It's Game Pass bait. It's marketing bait. Xbox is back, and that's the future of Halo. It's nothing. Oh yeah, I don't see a real good future for Halo moving forward. We're gonna get bad original games like we have been since 343 took over, and they're just gonna keep getting worse. Or they're just going to go the remake route, and we're going to get Halo 2. People are going to be all hyped and excited about it. They're going to get Halo 3. They're going to finish the trilogy. And then they'll be like, we're doing it. Halo ODST remake. Halo Reach remake. And that's all it's going to be. Maybe Halo 4 reimagined at that point. And maybe they try to go a different direction at that point. Who knows? But this franchise is dead. It's not good. Again, now that I have my controls, like, acceptable, I suppose, I'm seeing the game for what this is, and it's just making me want to play the original game. I feel like I'm wasting my time playing this game. I'm just like, why am I not playing just the original game on Xbox or even the Master Chief Collection? This whole thing's a head scratcher. The trouble development makes so much sense, and the contracting stuff is a disappointment, because what is the point of this game? It makes no sense. Like and subscribe, I guess. And I'll see you in the next one. Later.